whatever happens, happens. It's just, this thing could go out. This could be an unbelievable, this could be Stephan and Forrest, and it's this war back and forth, the crowd's going crazy. It could be a 13-second armbar or a 5-second knockout. I mean, anything can happen, and it's going to be, and you know how that's going to go. Let's say it comes out. So there's always different ways that this play out. Let's say this thing's a war, and it's a battle. Ronda Rousey isn't as great as everybody said she was. This girl's a sticker. And let's say it's a 5-second armbar. Oh, Jesus. Carmouche didn't belong in there. I mean, there's just going to be so many things. Who gives a shit? This thing is going to happen, and it's going to play out however it's going to play out. And we'll go from there. And what I always said to you guys is, there's not a division. It's not deep enough to put on, you know, then you get somebody like Ronda. You know what I mean? You get somebody like Ronda, you got to have something to kickstart. You know what I mean? You got to have something to kickstart. She's more than kickstarted the women's division. You know, you go out there and you give her this fight, and now there are contenders. You give contenders a shot, you tell their story, and you see, you know, you got to have something to start with. And she was it. How did Liz emerge as the leading candidate for the first contender? Because it seems like Misha would have been an easy sell. You know, there's, you know, heat between them, and you can put that on a prime time and sell. Listen, I know there's been a lot of things that have been said since we made this fight. She's the one that took the fight. She's the one that wanted the fight at the time that this fight was happening. Other people were called, and other people did turn down the fight. It's a fact. Even though they like to say that. Even though they like to say, you know, do this shit all the time. You know, guys are like, I didn't turn down that fight. You know, yeah, you did. If you didn't take it, you turned it down. I think that what you have to do is you have to, first of all, what we've done is we've taken these two women, you promote them, you tell their story, who they are, you know they're talented, you know they can fight, and you make that fight happen, right? And then whatever happens after that, you have girls that are in line that you can start rotating in and fighting and building up. The funny thing is, when people ask me these questions, how is this any different than the men if you're dealing with talented people? See, Riker says there's only so many stars in any sport, and this was the girl it took to launch this thing. She's the one. Now, if she has all these accolades and everybody thinks she's so great, and she loses on Saturday night to Carmouche, Carmouche is the girl. Now, we've been in situations before with men where you might have a guy who's a champion, he's popular, and he sells tons of pay-per-views. The guy who beats him isn't necessarily the guy that's gonna, oh, now I take the torch and I sell all the pay-per-views and I do this and I get all the media attention. It doesn't work that way with the guys or the girls. So who knows? We'll see what happens.